we have finalist number 9, Luan LIM from Kyoto University. The presentation title is Malayan Tapir Conservation through Conserving its Global Genetic Diversity. So Luan, please start.
In 2020, 24 million tapirs in Malaysia were killed while trying to cross the road that have cut through their natural habitat. Imagine how tragic it is for a species that have survived millions of years to be facing a high risk of extinction because of human activities, habitat loss, deforestation. In fact, this species has been listed as an endangered animal by the international community. There are no more than 2,500 individuals worldwide, and the population trend is decreasing. To save the species, the local governments and the zoo managers worldwide are trying to breed the tapirs in captivity. And the good news is, it's actually not that difficult. And currently, we have more than 150 individuals in captivity worldwide. However, we need to remember that for a species to survive long term, it's not just about the number. It's also about the genetic diversity. The DNA variations at the individual and population levels, they are also important aspects of conservation biology. Take an example. Even if we have a population consisting of 1,000 tapirs, if the genetic diversity is so low, the population could effectively equal to only 100 individuals. To assess and evaluate this information, that's one of the main goals of my PhD research. I developed genetic tools, or what we call genetic markers, from the whole genome of the Malayan tapirs to assess the levels of genetic diversity in captive and wild population of the Malayan tapirs. So far, I have analyzed the populations in Malaysia and Japan, and I would like to do the same for the populations in European zoos, American zoos, Thailand, and Indonesia. Now, some of you may ask, so what can we do with all this data? Well, consider these questions. It's nice that we have established a captive tapir population worldwide, but what next? Can we release these captive tapirs back to the wild, or have they already become so different from the wild population? How should we continue the breeding programs so that the population remain genetically diverse and sustainable, etc.? Now, genetic data can help us to answer these questions. I would like to share the data with the zoo managers and the local governments to help them plan for a better management for the conservation of the Malayan tapirs, to ensure that we do not just breed the tapir for number, but for their true potential in terms of genetic diversity, so that they could live long into the future. And most importantly, in their own nature habitat, where they play important roles to safeguard the ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you.